sport that you love to play, or maybe you like to dance or sing or act or paint, or maybe you're a scientist. I want you to think of your passion, and then when I'm talking about writing and about why I love to write and some lessons that I've learned from writing, I want you to try to apply what I'm saying, how it can relate to what your passion is, even if it's not writing. Because writing taught me a lot of things about life that helped me in my daily life that I hope that maybe you'll find useful too, and maybe will be able to kind of help you in your life also. So I want to tell you a little bit about myself and my background. I went to Poinsettia Elementary School, and when I was in 5th grade, I published my first book. It's called There's a Huge Pimple on My Nose. It's a collection of stories and poems, and I also did some illustrations. And people sometimes ask me how, when I knew that I wanted to be a writer. And it's kind of a hard question for me to answer because I feel like writing is something that I've loved to do for as long as I can remember. I really love to read, and my parents, like I'm sure some of your parents do, or did when you were little, they would read me bedtime stories, and then I would wake up in the morning, and my dad is a journalist, he's a sports writer, and so I'd go downstairs for breakfast, and often I would see him writing on his computer, and so I was always really aware that the books that I was reading, there had been someone out there who had written them. And so I started writing down my own stories and poems. And in 5th grade, they had a grant that they would give you that was $50, and you could go and do something creative with it. And so my idea was that I typed up a bunch of my stories and poems and added illustrations, and I put them together into a book. And I went to Kinko's, and I just printed up 25 copies. They had staple binding, and they kind of looked more like pamphlets than books, but to me they were just the most beautiful books I had ever seen. It was my first published book. And I went back to Poinsettia, and I asked any of my teachers and my friends and my fellow students at school if they wanted to buy a copy. And what I did was, with the money that I got from selling the book, I used it to pay back the $50 grant that I had gotten. So then they were able to offer an extra grant the next year. So it was going to a good cause. And would you believe that within 2 days I had sold out all of my copies? And I still had people that were asking me if I had copies available because they wanted to buy them. So I was really excited. I went back to Kinko's. I printed up 25 more copies, and soon those sold out as well. And so then I went back to a print shop, and I got a lot of these nice, glossy, nicely bound books printed up. And I decided that I wanted to sell them not just to my school, but to the Ventura community and even outside of Ventura. I really liked sharing what I had written with other people and kind of connecting with them and just hearing, what they liked about my writing. And so I sent my book into magazines and newspapers and asked if they wanted to maybe review it and tell people that read their publication about it. And that was when I learned a big lesson, which was about rejection and disappointment. Have any of you ever had to face rejection and disappointment before in your life?